You know, everyone in trading always talks about money, how much they've made, how much they've lost, how many accounts they've passed, and what prop firms they're using. But nobody talks about the shift that actually changes everything. Not the strategy shift, not the risk management shift. I'm talking about the mindset shift that changes you as a person. And when that changes, your trading follows, your results follow, and your life follows. Today, I want to share the exact shift that I made, which completely changed my trading and my life. Not because it sounds good, but because it's real, it's raw, and it's something that I wish I knew years earlier. Because before anything got better, I had to face the harsh truth. Because there was a long period in my trading where every moment I woke up and I just asked myself, why doesn't anything go my way? I thought the market hated me. I thought my strategy was a really big issue here. I thought maybe I just wasn't one of the chosen ones, that trading isn't for me at all. But then, and this is the uncomfortable part, I realized this. I wasn't losing because of my trading. I was losing because of who I was when I did trade. I wasn't patient, I wasn't disciplined, I wasn't calm, and I wasn't consistent. And I just didn't want to admit this to myself. But that's the moment everything started to change. Because once you see the truth, you can't unsee it. And here's the mindset shift that changed everything. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You rise to the level of your standards. Anyone can say they want to be consistent. Anyone can say they want to pass a prop firm. And anyone can say they want financial freedom. But your standards, they determine whether you become that person or not. Do you allow emotional trading? Do you tolerate boredom? Do you let one loss just spiral into 5? And do you break your own rules just because it looks good just that one time? Your standards, they shape your results more than any setup ever will. Once I raised my standards, trading stopped feeling chaotic. I wasn't relying on luck anymore. I was relying on the person I've become. But there's a part which people misunderstand. And that's why most traders never truly change. And it's the biggest misconception in trading psychology. And that's, people think discipline comes from willpower. But it doesn't. It comes from identity. If you identify as the person who is always breaking their rules, you'll continue to do that. If you identify as the person who's always emotional in their trading, you will continue to do that. If you identify as just inconsistent, your results will be really inconsistent. But the moment you adopt the identity of a disciplined trader, the decisions become easier. You don't try to manage risk. You simply just manage your risk. You don't try to use a stop loss on every trade. You simply use a stop loss on every single trade. And you don't try to avoid revenge trading, because simply people with your standards do not revenge trade. Identity is the foundation of consistency. And when the identity changes, your trading follows. And when this clicked for me, this is what changed instantly. Losses stopped emotionally controlling me. I stopped taking losses personally. I just used them as information, as data, which I can learn and improve on. I no longer felt the need to force trades. I waited, I planned, I followed structure, and boredom wasn't a trigger anymore. And my confidence finally became real. No fake confidence, not hype or overconfidence, but calm confidence. A quiet belief that my process would work for me. And trading stopped dictating my mood. A good day or a bad day, I stayed level. And that balance, it changed everything outside the charts as well. But knowing this isn't enough. You need a framework to actually implement this. And this is the 3-step framework which I use to drastically improve my standards. Number 1 is stop tolerating the old version of yourself. No more just this one time. No more exceptions. And no more emotional shortcuts. Because the version of you that kept blowing accounts, which kept being unprofitable, can't move over to the person who's going to raise their standards and become a profitable trader. Number 2 was to create an identity of who you want to become as a trader and outside of trading as well. And you need to write this down. You need to have it in front of you all the time. You need to put, I am a disciplined trader. I respect my rules. I don't chase, I don't force, but I wait. And anything else you want to add as well to become a better person and a better trader. Because if you write this down, your brain subconsciously listens to this and it will start being implemented into everyday life and your trading. And number 3, you need to act in alignment with your new standards. Even if the action is small, even if the day is slow, and even if you don't feel like it. Consistency isn't built on big moments. It's built in quiet decisions that nobody ever sees. And you won't see them improve every single day. It will be 1% better each day, 0.5% better each day. But if you take it over a month or 2 months or a year, you will see dramatic changes. But I want to leave you with something really important and something that I had to learn the hard way. Most traders think they're miles away from success. They think they need to be smarter, more tolerated, or luckier, or have a bigger account and more capital. But the truth is, you're not far at all. You're one mindset shift away. You're one decision away. You're just one new standard away. Success doesn't come to the loudest traders, nor the emotional ones, nor the ones who shout on the camera. It comes to the quiet ones who silently raise their standards every single day. You don't need the perfect strategy. You just need to have the identity of the person that you want to become. And if you're watching this now and you know that you're already becoming this person, you're so much closer than you think. So much. Because take it from me, trading comes in stages. When you first start, you're a beginner. Everything you're doing is going up because you're learning everything new. Once you've learned that, you get stuck in this trench or this plateau where it can go on for a few months. In my case, it went on for 2-3 years. But if you keep going, if you keep becoming the person you want to be, you'll get out of that trench, you'll get out of that plateau, and you'll finally become the trader that you've dreamt of becoming. You won't notice it straight away, but if you sit back and really think about it, you'll know exactly when you've become that trader. So if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like and subscribe. I've also started a new Telegram group called The Trader's Mind. It's a Telegram group purely based on trading psychology and mindset, and I'll be in there every single day before London session, before New York session, during those sessions, and also after, so I can give you tips, reminders, and at the end of the day, a quick wrap up of what's happened. My DMs are also open in that group, so if you have any questions or something that you don't want to put in the group chat yourself, you can message me and I'll answer as soon as I possibly can. So if you want to join that group, the link is in the description. I've also put the link to XNES and FTMO. They're the 2 brokers that I use, so if you want to jump on those, again, the link's in the description. So thank you very much for watching. Good luck with your trading, and I'll see you tomorrow in the next video.